Hi foodies, welcome to Easy Indian Recipes 1K. The very purpose of this video is to prove that making paneer do pyaza is damn easy. This is such a simple, beautiful, tasty dish, and this has actually emerged from dabas. So making this is so easy and it's super quick. Let's see how we make it. Oil, peppercorns, jeera, we have cloves, and then onion and a hint of cardamom. This is for good flavor. Hint of salt, and this is actually quite a simple dish. A lot of people mistake it for being way too complex, but the very purpose of this video is to stun you as to how easily you can make it, and this is very doable. Paneer do pyaza, it just gets its name from the most important Hindi word, that is onion. Onion is a very important word for all the foodies because onion is the base of any food. Since we add onions in two different stages, we call it paneer do pyaza. We add it in two different shapes, two different sizes, and in two important junctures. So right now we are only making the base of the gravy. This is very crucial that you let all the basic spices. These spices are actually present in every Indian kitchen. So this is very important that you just allow all the basic Indian spices to cook, to blend well together. Add cut tomatoes. Don't make it really mushy. You don't want that to happen, as anyways we are going to grind it. Don't just complicate it or overdo things. Too much of complexity is not good. Keep it as simple as possible and sweet as. So just mix it well, mix it thoroughly. And this looks so colorful. This is drop dead gorgeous. And this is a special masala we do for this dish. And we'll have 3 spoons of curd. It's a different way of making this. You can even do this or try this for any other recipe that you are trying out this weekend at your home. That will be really helpful. And here we go, add dhania powder. Then here we go with chili powder, jeera powder and garam masala. How well you mix this shows how good a cook you are. So make sure that you mix it really well. The curd we use here is extremely important for the dish, for the end product, because that will give the creamy texture to the dish. You can add cream as well, but this, I think it's much better than cream. I sometimes feel cream is slightly maybe given more importance when compared to curd. Curd is also equally good. It is equally damn good. It gives a nice creamy texture that you want for your gravies. Just mix it well. Make sure you are mixing it quickly so that the curd doesn't get burnt. Ensure that you're mixing all the spices well, as we call them masalas. So allow that to cool, and here we go with another step. So the base is just cooling down there, and here we add ghee and oil. Ghee is actually the most important aspect of any Indian dish. You want to have desi ghee in all your recipes, literally. And then onions cut in shape of shallots. This is how we do things. Maybe you can try it out, you can experiment with it. There's always plenty of scope for experimenting with Indian food. And then we have a bit of ginger garlic paste. Ensure that the raw smell goes away because you don't want your dish to be very amateurish. And then again the basic spices. Just mix well. Ensure that the chili powder and the dhania powder get coated with the onions well, and then paneer, diced paneer. Don't just make it as a paneer burji. You want it to retain the shape it is in now. So mix it really well, gently. And here we go, we are going to make a paste of it. This is the base of this gravy, so you don't want to mess it up with this step. Once it's cool, you can grind it, or if it's hot and you want to grind it, ensure that you have a couple of ice cubes in it as well, so that the heat doesn't spoil it. So we have ground it to a nice paste. This is the texture that I'm talking about. The curd is actually lived up to its expectations here. Now we'll add this to the paneer. And this, I think, is the most important step, and it is the quintessential step that every Indian mother does really well, because every Indian mother is a queen of her kitchen and she knows how to mix it well. and she will really do it well to have you eating a nice meal every time you eat. So just mix it. You don't want to skip this step because as you've ground the paste, the masalas or the spices will be uneven. Now you want them to be the right place. And as this is a dhaba dish is always in between zone of finesse and raw. It is in that in between zone, so you want to retain its originality. And here we go with some kasuri methi. This again is such an extremely important part of any Indian gravy. It just gives a nice aroma that you want before you have the food. And then, well, you can call this as the brother of any dish because this just saves it, isn't it? It gives a nice flavor. Dhania. So we have the paneer do pyasa ready. It goes really well with butter roti, naan, garlic naan, jeera rice, pulao, and damn man, we are going to have this very early. Please subscribe to Easy Indian.